When we look at the shifting landscape of global supply chains, erratic climate patterns, and potential grid vulnerabilities, hoping for the best while remaining unprepared is a gamble we can no longer justify. True worst-case preparedness means looking past superficial, single-use survival novelties and focusing entirely on a robust, highly dependable ecosystem of hardware built to sustain us when society's safety nets completely give way. We went through the most resilient, overbuilt, and tactically sound hardware on the market to bring you the Doomsday Survival Gear items and gadgets worth, depending on when we have to become our own first responders. When cell towers crash and radios fail, silence becomes more dangerous than the storm itself. That's where the GoTel X Quad steps in. It's your off-grid link when communication systems go down. This little unit doesn't need Wi-Fi, satellites, or even a subscription. It uses its own mesh network to keep your group connected. You can see the live location of up to 30 people at once, all within a range of 5-meter GPS accuracy, which is actually a lifesaver when you're trying to regroup in chaos. It stays alive through long nights in the wilderness with its 48-hour battery life. And its IP67 waterproof rating gives you confidence that rain, mud, or even a river crossing won't stop it. What really makes it stand out is how effortlessly it keeps everyone organized. No cell service, no signal bars, just reliable positioning and simple messaging between units. In disaster zones, dense forests, or remote trails, it gives you the one thing you can't afford to lose: communication. The GoTel X Quad doesn't just track, it connects, it protects, and it brings order back to the silence. When you see smoke, feel the sting in your throat, or hear the word chemical, your body's first instinct is panic. But the Avon Protection NH15 is built for exactly that moment. This escape hood gives you those precious minutes to breathe safely and think clearly when everything around you turns toxic. You can slip it on in under 30 seconds, and it immediately seals around your head, blocking out chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear threats. The low-profile filters don't just look sleek, they make it easier to move in tight spaces or crowded areas without snagging on debris. Its wide viewing lens lets you keep visibility even in low light or thick smoke, which matters more than people realize when you're trying to find your way out. There's even a reflective patch on the back, so rescuers can spot you quickly in poor lighting. The NH15 offers 15 minutes of full respiratory protection, which might not sound like much, but in an emergency, 15 minutes is time to escape, regroup, and live. Plus, it has a 5-year shelf life, so you can pack it and forget it until the day you really need it. It's small, light, and designed for one purpose: buying you time when the air itself becomes your enemy. When disaster hits and cold rain soaks everything you own, fire becomes more than comfort. But wet wood and useless matches can leave you stranded in the dark. But that's exactly when the ProCamTech Fire Strip Roll proves its worth. This isn't just some fancy camping gadget. It's a 55-foot roll of wax-infused timber pulp that burns like it was born to defy bad weather. Here, each strip is fully saturated with oxygen-free wax, so it lights up easily even if it's raining or snowing. And once it catches, it burns hot and steady. The best part is how simple it is to use. You just pull out a bit from the center, rough it up between your fingers to expose the fibers, and it's ready to spark from a ferro rod or even a weak lighter flame. It's completely waterproof, windproof, and compact enough to tuck into a small plastic puck case that disappears inside your fire kit or bug-out bag. Sure, you might need to fluff it a little before lighting, but once it's going, you've got a reliable flame that refuses to die out, even in freezing wind. When you're cold, wet, and desperate for warmth, this little roll becomes more than tinder. In any real survival or combat situation, heavy bleeding can end a life in minutes. That's why the soft tourniquet is one of the most trusted tools carried by medics, soldiers, and serious preppers. Designed for one-handed use in high-stress situations, it delivers fast, precise compression that can stop arterial bleeding and save a life. Its 1.5-inch reinforced polyester strap glides smoothly through a rugged composite buckle, tightening without snagging. Plus, the machined aluminum windlass rod, crafted from aircraft-grade metal, gives you consistent torque and unshakable durability. Once tightened, the tri-ring lock system secures the windlass firmly in place, while the tourniquet retention assistance clip keeps it steady for one-handed use. Here, a built-in slack indicator wedge ensures proper tension, and the time tag lets you record the moment of application. Lightweight, compact, and low profile, it won't catch or snag when folded in your kit. Every piece of this tool has been designed for reliability under chaos, from battlefield conditions to remote wilderness injuries. Whether you're treating a teammate, a family member, or yourself, the soft tourniquet gives you the control to stop the bleeding, stabilize, and survive. When the air turns toxic and you can't afford to take a single unfiltered breath, the Mira Safety Evac Pack steps up as your all-in-one CBRN survival system. It's a complete defense kit, gas mask, filters, and radiation protection, all packed into one tactical leg-mounted pouch for fast deployment. Here, the CM6M full-face respirator offers panoramic vision and a comfortable airtight seal made from durable bromobutyl rubber that resists chemical agents. Inside, you get two high-performance filters, the NBC77 SOF, which blocks nuclear, biological, and chemical threats, and the VK530, which shields against smoke and other toxic fumes. Add in Mira KI potassium iodide pills, and you're protected even during a nuclear fallout. Plus, the drop leg pouch keeps everything secure and ready to grab in seconds, with room for hydration gear and a canteen hookup. Whether it's urban evacuation, wildfires, or nuclear emergencies, this kit keeps you breathing clean air when the world around you turns poisonous. Built for comfort and mobility, the AVAC PAC lets you move fast without sacrificing protection. When your regular hatchet just doesn't cut it anymore, the Off-Grid Tools Survival Axe steps in like the Swiss Army knife of axes. Built with 31 integrated tools, it's ready to tackle anything from a fallen tree to a full-on apocalypse without missing a swing. Its full-tang all-steel head gives you solid chopping power, while the glass-filled nylon handle keeps it light and balanced. The resharpenable hatchet blade can handle chopping wood, clearing brush, or even light demolition. And the hammerhead and claw make it just as good for pounding steaks or tearing apart busted gear. Inside the handle, you've got a surprise. A 6-inch bimetal saw blade that locks in place and can cut through wood or plastic on the spot. Down at the base, a seatbelt cutter and window punch turn it into a legit car escape tool, while a gas valve wrench and bottle opener add some extra emergency utility. Weighing just over 1.5 pounds, it's compact enough to stash in your truck or bug-out bag. In short, this isn't just a hatchet, it's a 31-in-1 mini survival kit that's ready for anything. Of course, once you've got shelter and tools sorted, fire is the next must-have, and that's where the Titan Survivor Steel Ferro Rod comes in. When lighters quit and matches fail, this full-sized ferro rod still sparks up like a champ, giving you flame even in the nastiest conditions. For use, scrape it with the back of your knife, aim the 3,000-degree sparks at your tinder or magnesium dust, and then you're cooking or signaling in no time. The ferro rod is rated to spark more than 12,000 times. Its handle is woven with 9 feet of Titan's Survivorcord, basically 550 paracord, snare wire, fishing line, and waxed jute all in one. So, in an emergency, you've got instant access to cordage for traps, repairs, or shelter. Oh, and the end of the handle features a high-decibel, waterproof emergency whistle, perfect for signaling when you're in trouble. And this ferro rod works well, whether it's freezing temps, pouring rain, or extreme cold. Okay, fire might be the difference between surviving and freezing out there, and this tool delivers every single time. But even with fire, you're going nowhere without clean water. That's why the Grail GeoPress TI is a total necessity gear. It's not just a bottle, it's like carrying a portable purification plant in your backpack. It's a titanium fortress that turns contaminated water into safe drinking water in just 8 seconds. Crafted from CP4. Grade 1 titanium, it's lightweight yet quite strong, and its capacity fits neatly into any pack. Plus, it uses one-press filtration to remove viruses, bacteria, and protozoan cysts, giving you safe hydration straight from any freshwater source. And the outer titanium cup doubles as a cooking vessel, letting you heat water or meals over coals or an open flame. A one-way silicone valve lets you add electrolyte or sports drink mixes without compromising the filter. Paracord D-ring loops help fill water in precarious situations, while the wide spout delivers water fast enough for filling other containers. With virtually no setup and a flow rate of 5 liters per minute, it's actually so fast. Overall, the Grail GeoPress TI gives you safe drinking water, cooking ability, and peace of mind, all in one lightweight, tough package. Once you're hydrated and alive, it's time to think about protection and food. So, have a look at the United Cutlery M48 Hawk Harpoon, a hybrid between a knife and a spear that's as versatile for hunting as it is for defense when things turn dangerous. It's made from a single piece of 2CR13 stainless steel with a black oxide coating. This harpoon is razor sharp right out of the box, with a curved blade and piercing point designed for maximum effectiveness. Its lashing holes let you attach it to a wooden shaft for hunting or defense. At 8 1/4 inches overall, it's compact enough to carry discreetly, yet large enough to handle serious tasks. And its steel construction is solid, so no bending or breaking, and the blade excels at both slicing and piercing. Plus, the rubberized sheath keeps it secure on your belt, though one-handed removal can be tricky, sometimes requiring 2 hands. A minor inconvenience for such a capable tool. Overall, it becomes your go-to hunting weapon, fishing implement, and last resort defense tool all in one. It's a piece of gear that, when society breaks down, could be the difference between a full meal and going hungry, or between safety and vulnerability. Now, in any real survival situation, darkness is your worst enemy. The Nightcore EX7 blasts through that problem with 6,000 lumens of pure light power, turning pitch-black nights into visible terrain where you can see and be seen. It has 3 customizable beam patterns, and that lets you adapt to search missions, patrolling, or even outdoor work in uncertain conditions. Plus, it boasts a maximum beam distance of 500 meters and a runtime of up to 570 hours in moonlight mode, so it's designed to last when you need it most. Powered by a single rechargeable battery, it's convenient, reliable, and built to handle tough environments. Special modes like strobe, lumen shield, and search give you options for signaling, scanning, or tactical use. And the EX7 delivers superior illumination and versatility, whether you're clearing debris, navigating collapsed structures, or patrolling your perimeter. In a doomsday scenario, it isn't just about seeing, it's about being prepared, staying safe, and maintaining control in an environment where darkness could otherwise become a serious threat. Overall, with this flashlight, you've got eyes where others see nothing. But visibility isn't everything. You also need to stay informed. When the grid's down and communication lines are toast, the Kato KA500 emergency radio becomes your direct link to the outside world, pulling in weather alerts and emergency broadcasts without needing a single battery. First off, it has a dynamo hand crank generator, so even with no batteries installed, you can generate power. Pair that with its 180-degree adjustable solar panel, and you're basically self-sufficient for light and communication. Basically, the KA500 goes beyond a basic radio. It tunes into AM/FM, 2-band shortwave, and 7 preset No-A weather channels, giving you real-time alerts for hurricanes, storms, and other emergencies. Hidden under the solar panel, there is a 5 LED reading lamp, perfect for tents, cabins, or power outages. There's also a built-in flashlight, and a USB output lets you charge your phone or small electronics via the hand crank. And it runs on 3 AA batteries or via an AC/DC adapter or USB cable, though the batteries are not included. So overall, the Kato KA500 delivers critical intelligence from weather threats to emergency broadcasts, keeping you informed and safe. And when it comes to survival tools, your knife is as personal as it gets. The off-grid knives. Cayman XXL takes that idea and goes full beast mode. A massive fixed blade which is built to chop, cut, and defend without hesitation. Talking about its length, measuring 7 inches, yeah, it's the largest fixed blade knife off-grid has ever made. Let us tell you, the blade shape is actually inspired by the Cayman EDC and Cayman XL folders, and refined it into a full-tang, cryogenic D2 steel fixed blade that's lean and extremely versatile. Plus, the G10 handle is comfortable, fitting both large and extra-large hands, with or without gloves. Here, every detail has been thought through, including the custom Kydex sheath with OG Low Pro belt attachment, keeping your knife lower on your hip for easy all-day carry. So, whether it's processing firewood, building shelter, hunting, or defending your position, the Cayman XXL delivers in every scenario. So in Doomsday, it becomes your primary cutting instrument, tackling everything from daily survival chores to critical defense. Of course, if the air itself turns deadly, brute strength won't save you. That's when the Mira Safety MOP 1 CBRN suit becomes essential. Designed for chemical, biological, or nuclear threats, it basically turns you into a walking fortress of protection. Let us tell you, this isn't some disposable hazmat suit. It's military-grade protection adapted for civilians who want serious, reliable defense. And unlike typical MOP gear, which is usually impermeable, this one uses semi-permeable construction with embedded carbon spheres, allowing the suit to breathe while still blocking deadly agents. So you can wear it longer without the exhaustion or dehydration risks that come with traditional suits. Plus, it is built for extended use, lasts at least 30 days under typical conditions, and can withstand up to 10 washes. If it's never exposed to direct threats, it can even last up to 10 years. Here, the digital camouflage pattern adds an extra layer of tactical versatility, while superior puncture resistance keeps you safe from sharp hazards. Essentially, it transforms a hostile environment into one you can survive, giving you a fighting chance when conventional safety is gone. Overall, the MOP 1 isn't just protective gear, it's your survival cocoon. After suiting up for the worst, you'll still need the one element that makes all survival possible: fire. The InstaFire Tactical Kit ensures you've got multiple backup methods to start a blaze in any weather, so you'll never face cold nights unprepared. At the heart of this kit is the InstaFire Pocket Plasma Lighter, built to handle any weather. Its single-arc plasma flame stays lit through wind, rain, and snow, while a built-in 100-lumen flashlight runs for 2 hours per charge. Plus, an extendable, bendable neck for reaching tricky spots. Then there's the InstaFire Ferro Rod, a last resort spark generator that works even when soaking wet, sending out a shower of 5,000-degree Fahrenheit sparks while producing a 1,000-degree Fahrenheit flame that can boil water or cook a meal, even without wood. For extra versatility, you get 2 InstaFire fire ropes, compact enough to carry in your pocket. The kit's slip pockets and 12 elastic loops keep everything organized, while molly straps attach securely to your backpack. Weighing just over 1 pound, this tactical kit gives you a dependable fire source for staying warm, cooking, purifying water, or signaling for help in survival situations. Even with all that, sometimes survival means getting found, not just staying alive. That's where the ACR Rescue Link AIS steps in, a personal locator beacon that instantly alerts rescuers across the globe to your exact position when everything else fails. So, it's basically a rescue beacon that combines satellite communication with local AIS transponders, giving you the best possible chance of being located quickly by search and rescue teams anywhere on the planet. And once you activate it, the Rescue Link AIS sends out your exact GPS location along with local alerts and a 121.5 MHz signal. Also, it sends a 406 MHz distress message with GPS coordinates to a global satellite network while simultaneously alerting nearby vessels through the automatic identification system. It also features NFC technology, allowing users to access diagnostics via a smartphone and verify that their distress message has been received through the new Returned Link service. And for water emergencies, it can be installed in a life jacket and automatically activates upon inflation, immediately signaling rescuers. Here, it also combines global satellite coverage with local rescue awareness, providing peace of mind that help is on the way. In doomsday or isolated scenarios, this beacon isn't just a gadget. It's your lifeline to survival and connection to the outside world. Once you've secured communication, light becomes your constant companion again. That's where the Olight Seeker 4 Pro comes in. Its light pumps out 4,600 lumens, blasting through darkness as if it were daylight. Okay, here raw brightness isn't the only standout feature. Its dual charging system makes it practical too. Plus, you can recharge it through USB-C with the included smart holster or use the MCC3 magnetic charging cable. That holster does more than store. It automatically locks the flashlight securely and releases it instantly when you need it, while also preventing accidental activation that could reveal your location. The beam itself stretches an impressive 260 meters, making it excellent for security sweeps, nighttime signaling, or navigating rough terrain. Durability hasn't been overlooked either. The Seeker 4 Pro is built tough, with a design that's earned rave reviews for its dependability. In its moonlight mode, it can run continuously for up to 15 days without recharging. And with its IPX8 waterproof rating, heavy rain, splashes, or full submersion won't slow it down. All in all, this flashlight combines versatility, power, and rugged construction, a gear that could easily prove life-saving when the situation turns critical. But light alone won't fight off freezing winds or rainstorms. The Go Time Gear Life Tent unfolds from a tiny bundle into a heat-reflective emergency shelter, your quick-deploy safe zone when the weather decides to go feral. This compact emergency shelter expands into a 2-person tent capable of reflecting up to 90% of body heat, helping to keep hypothermia at bay. Packing down to under 9 ounces only and constructed from puncture and tear-resistant PET mylar, it's designed to withstand punishing winds and heavy rain, giving you protection even in the harshest conditions. What makes this shelter so adaptable is its multiple uses. It can be strung between trees as a standard tent, wrapped around the body like a makeshift sleeping bag, or spread out as a ground cover. Setup is quick, only a few minutes, though space can feel tight for 2 larger individuals during long stays. Here's also a built-in 120 decibel survival whistle, which is capable of reaching rescuers from more than a mile away. The included 20-foot length of 550-pound paracord functions both as a tent line and as a multi-purpose cord for emergency repairs. This shelter is lightweight, small, and easy to pack, and in harsh weather, having this could literally be the difference between surviving and getting into serious danger. Once you're sheltered, the next threat isn't the environment, it's injury. That's why the Adventure Medical Kit Sportsman 200 is basically a mobile trauma center, stocked with everything from wound care to serious bleed control for remote survival. It's essentially a portable emergency room that supports up to 4 people and can address everything from minor scrapes to major trauma. This is far beyond the usual collection of adhesive bandages. Inside, you'll find trauma pads for controlling heavy bleeding, EMT shears capable of cutting through clothing in seconds, and an irrigation syringe for cleaning deep wounds to prevent infection. Plus, each section of the kit is clearly labeled for specific types of injuries, so even under stress, you can grab exactly what's needed. The external map shows the layout of supplies at a glance, and the reflective material ensures visibility in low light conditions, whether by headlamp or firelight. And people like the quality supplies, though having some first aid knowledge makes it much more effective. With gear to manage cuts, burns, sprains, and severe bleeding, it's a kit that helps you stabilize emergencies until professional help becomes available. Okay, now no matter how ready you are, starting a fire in a storm can still be brutal. The UCO Titan Stormproof Match. Kit fixes that, giving you oversized waterproof matches that burn like torches even after being dunked underwater. Unlike standard matches, these heavy-duty sticks measure over 4 inches long and burn for up to 25 seconds each, even after being submerged in water. Whether it's rain, snow, or high winds, these matches keep burning. They allow you to boil water, cook food, stay warm, or signal for help when everything else fails, and it's built for the worst environments. A single kit provides over 5 minutes of total flame time, all in a compact, rugged container. Even after soaking, the matches can be relit, ensuring you always have dependable fire on hand. In survival situations, whether after a hurricane, tornado, earthquake, or during rugged outdoor trips, maintaining warmth and preparing food is crucial. The Titan Stormproof Match. Kit guarantees that fire will always be within reach. Compact, durable, and built for extreme reliability, it's like carrying fire in your pocket, ready when nothing else will work. And if your voice can't reach rescuers, sound will. The Titan Emergency? Signaling whistles are small but mighty, blasting a 120 decibel scream that cuts through wind, rain, and chaos to make sure you're heard from over a mile away, making them ideal for signaling across rough terrain or in noisy conditions. The P-less design eliminates moving parts that could jam, freeze, or fail, so you can rely on them no matter the environment. Okay, here each whistle also comes with about a foot of Survivorcord, a survival-grade cord containing fishing line, fire-starting tinder, and a metal wire for multi-purpose use. Basically a mini survival kit in itself. The spring-loaded clip attaches securely to backpacks, belts, or mollawebbing, while the bright orange finish ensures it's easy to locate in an emergency. Users appreciate the whistle's sheer volume and durability, noting that the dual-chamber design produces a distinct sound. The intensity may be startling in quiet areas, but that's exactly the point. Loud, rugged, and cleverly designed, these whistles provide a reliable way to summon help, coordinate with others, or alert people to danger when voices alone can't carry. So that was our list of 25 Doomsday Survival Gear and Gadgets preppers should carry. Thanks for watching. Feel free to reveal your thoughts in the comments section and share this video if you find it helpful.